Good morning from summer in Australia. I am wearing so many layers, the only layers I have. We are currently in Cradle Mountain, Tasmania, and I knew it would be cold. I did not think the weather would be like this. So if you don't know what Cradle Mountain is probably the #1 tourist attraction, place to go when you come to Tasmania, which is Australia's biggest island. If you're new around here, hi, my name is Dain from the UK. I live in Australia, and I'm showing you all the best places, including this cold place we're at today. Come with me in this video as I take you on the next couple of days driving through Tasmania. We're going to be going to Cradle Mountain, Strahan, going on a nice little boat cruise before we drop off our camper van. Oh my god, it's so cold. It was so windy that the audio is terrible. If you come to Cradle Mountain National Park, you need to park at the visitor centre and then hop on the bus to enter certain areas of the park. There is a cost for this even if you have the Tasmanian National Parks Pass. This is a very big Insta versus reality moment. Instagram, I'm in a freaking beautiful location in Australia in the summertime. Reality is, it's a freezing cold shit show. We're doing the Dove Lake Circuit Track, which is one of the more popular walks to do in the park. It's a 2 to 3 hours round trip, and it takes you around the lake. There are so many hikes that you can do here, including multi-day hikes, shorter hikes. There's lots of hikes to do here. I honestly think it's about 8 degrees today, maybe even colder. Oh my god, I need to get some. Current situation, I'm pretty warm because we've been walking pretty fast, but my face feels like an ice cube. Recently I've been craving colder temperatures and I think I got my wish, but I think I regret wishing for that. I really appreciate that a lot of this walk is on a boardwalk because this is my favourite kind of hike. It's kind of not even a hike. One way to make the hike more bearable is putting a rainbow in the middle of Dove Lake. Thank you for that. This hike is just reminding me of England so much in terms of the volatile weather. Like, it's just sunny and then it's cloudy and then it kind of feels like it's raining a little bit. Obviously England is not as beautiful as Cradle Mountain. However, it's still giving me those mood swings. Well, that morning kind of went to plan, but we just didn't expect the weather to be so crazy. So Cradle Mountain, we did the Dove Lake hike. It took about an hour, 45 minutes. But we were walking pretty quickly as well because the weather was just so crazy. I felt like it was really beautiful to look at, but I didn't enjoy it as much because it was just so windy everywhere that we just like hurried ourselves. The boathouse was really cute. Got a nice view of the lake and the mountains, but as soon as we got towards that visitor center we were out of there because it was just so cold, but it was still beautiful, so highly recommend doing that. Even Cradle Mountain, you could easily spend a few days there checking out all the cool hikes. We have just arrived at the next spot, which is Mont Zuma Falls. Now the roads in Tasmania are pretty wild. They're just windy up mountains and they just take forever, especially in this big bus that we're in. I gave you a little van tour in the previous videos. If you haven't watched that, go check it out. We're just gonna have a spot of lunch, which is my favorite part of van life, just being able to like park up and eat. Hello. We are currently doing Mont Zuma Falls hike. It is absolutely beautiful. I have only just got my camera out halfway into the hike because it's been raining so much, and you know, electronics, water, the two don't really mix. So I filmed a little bit on my 360, but we're just about to approach the bridge and hopefully Mont Zuma Falls. Can you hear that waterfall roar? This is one of those suspension bridges. It looks so cool. Wow. I think this has been one of my highlights. Even though I haven't appreciated the fact it's been raining, it's made the experience so much better because it's just like all misty and mysterious. It's giving me Twilight vibes. Okay, this is when I hold on to everything because there is gaps under the bridge. Holy hell, this is kind of scary, but not scary. Oh. Wow, how can you just come on this without any safety precautions? Wow. Okay. And here we have it, Mont Zuma Falls. And would you look at that, it's just started raining. I think that's a sign that this rainforest / green place wanted me to show you guys on YouTube because it's just so special here. Oh. I can't even begin to explain how blown away I was by this part of Tasmania. The walk is an easy 10k in and out, and you are surrounded by luscious green trees before being greeted by the impressive Mont Zuma Falls, which you can view from the suspension bridge. Hello. We are in a very niche situation right now. It's currently Friday night. We have made it to Strahan, which is where we're doing our boat cruise in the morning. I haven't had a shower. This will be the second night that I miss a shower. So all the campsites, all two of them, have closed. It's currently 7 p.m. on a Friday, and we're just driving around this little town, we need to find some water to fill up our tank, and if we can, a place for a shower. Update on the current situation. Went into IGA, found this on Wikicamps, and the lady has given me a tap handle so we can fill up our water for the night. God bless them. Actually, not God bless them, I'm away from religious. I guess I just plug it in. Do we put the hose on that? Yes. I have no idea what I'm doing.
One hour later.
Oh no, just had it. Here we go.
Yeah.
We're in business. Welcome to Dump Easy. Just gonna drop off our dump at this Dump Easy before we get going to find a campsite tonight. I actually have no idea how to do this. I haven't done this yet. How's your Friday night?
Yeah, just make sure there's no lights.
I'm scared. Oh.
Yeah,
There's actually nothing gross in there because we haven't been using, we've just been using the sink, so that's all that's in there, just like food and stuff that goes down the sink. Not food that goes down the sink. You get what I mean. I'm tired, I'm hungry. We've been hiking a lot today. Great work, guys. After emptying our grey waste, we found a cozy little park up on the water. Good morning, guys, from a very chilly Strahan. I think that's how you say it. We had a really good sleep last night. We camped right there in the car park. As you can see, we're kind of blocked in and we're one of the biggest camper vans there. So I'm hoping that later when we go back that there's going to be room to get out, because I'm not the best driver, so I'm not going to be able to get us out. We are going on a 6-hour river cruise on, I think it's the Strahan River. That would make sense, but it's one of the top things to do in Strahan. There's 2 operators. We're going with the one, I don't even know. I'm going to put it on the screen now which one we're going with. That's not even making sense. But yeah, let's go on a river cruise. So we've just boarded our river cruise. I think we've got pretty good seats. We're right at the front. Are we at the back? The back. Okay, we're at the back. But we've got a good view. We've got a really good view. So this is with Gordon River Cruises. We're on here for 6 hours. It's a World Heritage listed site. So I think it's going to be really beautiful. And there's a buffet included. We are currently going through Hell's Gates, which is like this entrance, and on the right hand side you can see that there are a lot of waves, so boats can't actually go through that. You have to go past the lighthouse, which is actually really beautiful. So far we've just been cruising for a couple of hours before we get to the Gordon River, and then we're going to get off a few times, go explore some islands and learn about some more of the history of Tasmania. The Gordon River Cruise is $150 for a 6-hour cruise, lunch included. What I really loved is that they told us so many stories and gave so much information about what we were seeing throughout the cruise. After heading out on the water, we eventually reached the Gordon River, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Area. What made the journey even more magical was the boat switching to electrical power once we got there, so we could enjoy the serene, wild nature of Tasmania. One thing that's really impressed me about Tasmania is how untouched the nature is. Like, just look at this. So we are continuing our cruise down the Gordon River. It's becoming more narrow, more pristine, more beautiful. They're telling stories about all the nature here. And we are about to get off to go into a temperate rainforest. I'm not quite sure what that means, but we're going to do a short little walk and then hopefully lunchtime, because your boy is hungry. It's about 11 AM, so we're about 3 hours into this river cruise tour. We have just got off at Heritage Landing, and it is so peaceful and beautiful. We are in such a remote location right now. They've created this fun boardwalk for tourists such as myself, but it's so peaceful. Like, I feel bad talking. It's beautiful. After boarding the boat, we had lunch, which was a buffet style, and they even had veggie options, which was great for me. Our next stop was Sarah Island, a former British settlement between 1822 and 1833. Yes, people used to live here. It housed male convicts. After 10 days of road tripping around Tasmania, this was the perfect day to do a peaceful, relaxing cruise in the remote Tasmanian wilderness. If you ever find yourself in this part of the world, definitely make time to do one of the local river cruises in Strahan. You won't be disappointed. I can't even think right now. It's been a few days since we went to what I was calling Strahan. I am so sorry. I've been calling it Strahan throughout this entire video. It's actually Strahan, and we didn't realise until we were on the Gordon River cruises, because the captain kept saying Strahan, and I'm like, oh my god, I've been saying it wrong this whole time. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. I'd highly recommend doing the Strahan Gordon River cruise. It was such good value for money. The entire tour was like 6 hours. It was $150. I'll link it down below. But they take you off to 2 islands. They tell you loads of history. You get lunch, buffets, very average, but it's good that they have like lots of food options. I'm gonna have another Tasmania video with all the top highlights, so I will include some other things that I didn't show you in these 2 videos. And yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. Make sure you hit subscribe down below to catch up with future videos. And until next time, take care and peace out from Tasmania.